Hello and welcome back to the channel. My name is Krashy, and today I wanted to start a discussion surrounding the most recent producer letter that we got from Hoshino and Pokemon Unite. Now, if you haven't been up to date, we have had two producer letters. The first one was kind of addressing and thanking the player base for being involved in the game and addressing some of the early concerns about pay to win and item enhancers, where they gave us the super enhancers. And Hoshino, the game producer, actually told us that they were going to be making a game mode that would even the playing field for item enhancers. Well, that game mode has now been announced in the most recent letter that we got, and it is the tournament mode. So we don't have any official details about tournament mode, but I would love to speculate, give my thoughts and feelings about what tournament mode might be. So please drop a like on the video, make sure you comment at the end or now if you want to. Give me some of that sweet engagement. Let me know your thoughts and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Let's dive in. So tournament mode has been announced. We finally know that this is going to be that game mode where the item enhancers or the item levels are going to be normalized. My assumption will be at level 30, because why not? So level 30 items for tournament mode. But what does that mean? So tournament mode to me could be a couple of things, and I want to kind of give my speculation and then lead it to where what I hope that this mode accomplishes, because that's really what I'm most excited for. So tournament to me seems like team-based tournament, right? It's an event. It's something that's happening. So in my mind, there's either one of two ways that this could go down. One thing that I could see them doing is transitioning ranked to being the solo duo, maybe even solo duo trio, kind of like flex queue. It's got its own leaderboard, it's got its ranking, there's no 5 stacks in there, but the tournament mode would actually take over and be the home of 5 stacking full teams, have their own leaderboard, maybe have their own different matchmaking or however they want to do it, and that could be home to 5 stacking. I think that the goal of something like that would be huge. It would increase the incentive to play for solo duo trio players, where we have this ranked leaderboard, but we can't really grind it as well as 5 stacks can, and that's been a big focal point of some of my discussions and things that I want to see changed. But I would definitely love to see some kind of that goal being accomplished, and that definitely could be a way for them to do it. But I think the more interesting thing for what a tournament mode could be, or the more likely thing, is that this might be something that is not your long-standing ranked mode. And the implication of the name tournament, again, to me, kind of speaks to the idea of an event, something that's happening. Now, I'm sure some of y'all are familiar with the game Fortnite, and while the game does get memed and kind of it's a silly, kind of crazy game, one thing that we can say for sure is that they're very good at what they do, creating Fortnite. They consistently change and update the game, they're making new maps, changes, new weapons, new updates, and they run competitive. Now, the way that they run competitive is they have an automation system, is really how it runs. They kind of flip on the light switch, a tournament pops on, players queue into it, they play, boom, tournament happens, right? And that's always a really kind of awesome system for the player base, because the inclusivity is just as the barrier for entry is as much as hitting whatever requirements you might need to hit to join that tournament and then jumping on and playing. So I could see tournament mode being something a lot like that, where maybe on the weekend we hit a Friday night, we hit a Saturday night, they flip that switch, boom, 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 Pokemon Unite tournament happens, and they give some kind of reward. So maybe you play a tournament with your team, you get on 5 people. I definitely think that no matter what, tournament mode will most likely be 5 people. You get on with your team, you play the tournament, maybe there's some rewards, some coins, some cosmetic item that they might give away, tickets or something of that nature, in order to kind of incentivize playing that tournament at that even skill level. Now, that said, I wouldn't be terribly opposed to having some kind of a flex queue tournament where it's solo duo trio and you queue into a tournament, and let's say it's, this would be a lot simpler. It would be a different system than probably a 5-stack tournament system, where you queue into a tournament and you play, let's say the tournament is 5 games long, 10 games long. You play your 5 to 10 games, however many you won leads to what your reward payout is, right? I do think that a 5-stack tournament would be much more substantial, because it would be higher skill level, a little bit more coordinated, and would allow for teams to truly face off and try to achieve something great by being the better teams. But I could see that need, that want for, inclusivity and keeping players able to earn the same rewards and wanting to be able to play this kind of a mode. So I don't know. I think that at the end of the day, my goal, and what I'm hoping the goal for some of the developers for Pokemon Unite, is to create a place for 5-stacking, serious teams, competitive play. We know that the regional qualifiers are going to be coming up. We know that Worlds is going to be happening in August. If y'all didn't know, that was also announced in the producer letter from Hoshino. So we know that these things are going to be coming up, and it's definitely very clear that they care about 5-stacking, they care about competitive, but I want them to care about that online experience for the solo player, the duo player, the duo friends, or the 3 friends that like to get on and play. So what are your thoughts? Let me know in the comments section down below. Again, I think that if tournament mode isn't something just for teams, maybe that means that ranked could change, or maybe they could do ranked solo duo queue or like a flex queue with 5-stack queue and then have tournament mode and have some kind of free-flowing thing here. Maybe there will be a solo duo trio queue tournament for tournament mode, but all in all, it's definitely going to be that equalized level for items. It's definitely going to be something competitively focused, and I'm looking forward to it. So drop your thoughts in the comments down below. Like I said, let me know what you think it's going to be. As always, friends, be sure to be kind to one another, tell someone that you love them, and I'll see you on the next video.